Alright, so I sat down to clean this guy, and I noticed the front sight was loose. You can see that. He's very, very wiggly. It's not supposed to be that way. I just beat these guys on. This is why you need to use Loctite or something to secure these sights when you put them on, because they recoil violently and they get knocked loose easy if you don't have them on right. So before we clean this guy, we're going to go ahead and secure this front sight. You can see up here, hope you can see, there's a little screw that holds in this sight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it out. See, looks like that. If I can get it, looks like that. Alright, just screws in down here. So what we're going to do real quick, use our toothbrush, put a little bit of cleaner on here. I'm going to clean that area pretty good. Get anything out of there that doesn't need to be there. Let that set for a second. I'll do the same to the sight itself. A screw. Basically just degreasing everything. Wipe it all off. You don't want any grease. You don't want any oils to be in there. Keep it from securing itself. While we're at it, we're just going to set these aside. We're going to go ahead and clean the slide and the barrel. May as well just do it. It's bonus material. Alright. Take a little bit of this frog lube. Scrub these areas. You're going to try to stay off the glass. You don't want to get on there unnecessarily. And this barrel has not been cleaned in a while. That's for sure. So it's going to be filthy. So it might need a little bit more attention than regular. Get this guy. This one is my carry gun, or in the process of fixing it up. It was perfectly fine, and then I touched it and I decided I wanted to do stuff to it. And of course I had to destroy parts of it and replace things and make issues out of things, mountains out of molehills and stuff like that. So now I'm gonna have to fix it, kind of get it back to where it was in the beginning, and then I'm going to have to test it, make sure that it holds up like it's supposed to, and then I can do what I want with it. So kind of made a mess of it, but that's okay. I'm just using this little pick. Use a little pick, see if this steel wool, go ahead and get off some of this extra built up crud. Yeah. That built up stuff. If your feed ramp's clean, you don't want nasties on that. The inside of there's fine. Right up on the edge of here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but like I said, this one hadn't been cleaned in a while. This one got a lot of built up stuff. While I'm doing this, all the other parts are soaking up oil, getting ready for their scrubbing. Hopefully breaking down, make it a little bit easier so it won't be this bad. There we go. Even a thorough cleaning or a deep cleaning, whatever you call it, doesn't really take that long. These guns are little. If you really wanted to get, if you're a real clean freak, then get yourself an ultrasonic or make one. Learn how to take your gun apart all the way, and that's not that hard either. And just throw everything in an ultrasonic. If you're a clean freak and you don't want anything on your gun, which I think you need some stuff on your gun, you know, but that's the easiest way to do it. It's going to save you frustration and time because it's going to get in these places that you can't get to with your fingers. Okay. Cleaning out the inside of this here barrel. It's probably going to need dirty. Probably going to need, excuse me, it's going to need some more passes with the brush probably. But we'll see. Maybe not. Actually, no. That's pretty clean. There you go. That guy's done. And even though this is, you know, it's probably been 1,000 rounds since I cleaned it. I don't know. Maybe less than that. Maybe, I don't know. Less, more or less. In the ballpark. Since I gave it a really good cleaning, it's not that hard. It's not that dirty. Okay. Put this guy down. Again, I'm going to try to stay off the glass. I don't want to be rubbing oil all over the glass. Stay off of it. Stay off of it if I can. Get all that junkies out. That front sight post area, make sure there's no oil on that. I think it's pretty much clean. Okay. Alright. So then now, get back to what we were doing. Put our front sight post down here. Now it's not going to move. It's not going to, there's no adjustments you can do with it, so the point of aim, the point of impact shouldn't really shift a whole lot. So we're going to take the little tool that came with the, didn't come with this side, it came with another side. And we're going to set that guy down in there. Just like that. Take a little bit of this stuff, put it right on top. Just a drop. And just a dab will do you. As my father used to say. Try not to make a mess here. Screw that daddy right in there. Cool. Make sure he is set and not sitting on there all cattywampus or something. And tighten it down. And this is going to make some people are going to get mad at me for this, I'm sure. I don't care, it's my gun. I'm not over tightening it, but I just want to get a nice secure fitting on there, because it, like I said, I opened this thing up and it had already come loose, and I don't want that to happen again. But I don't want to strip out anything. So there you go. That should hold up just fine. There shouldn't be any issues with that at all. That should be perfect. One thing, it's always good to make sure your slide serrations are cleaned out. You can get a lot of built up stuff in there. These Glocks have outstanding, I don't know if it's a Tennifer coating, I don't know what the coating is on these slides, but they're outstanding. But there's no need to tempt fate and allow a bunch of buildup. So I would say you probably don't even have to do this once every year, once every other year, depending on how dirty your gun actually gets. But just to clean those out, make sure there's nothing in there. If you look down in there and see that there's a bunch of crud built up, especially depending on where you carry this, just clean it off. It's not that hard. And you don't want built up there. You want it to bite into your hand whenever you go to do your loading or whatever it is. And the more stuff you get built up, the more grease gets attracted into there. You get more dirt and just compounds to where it may as well not even have serrations because it just slides right off. You don't want to deal with that. All right, we're gonna take cotton ball, a little bit of Windex, whatever this stuff is. It'll come out of the bottle. Come on, there we go. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna touch the glass with my fingers. I'll wipe this stuff on. Wipe on, wax off. Not gonna push real hard at all. I just want to get that grease off. Anything that may have accidentally gotten attached itself to the screen there, to the glass, screen, whatever. Perfect. All right, that guy's good. Put our barrel back in. Put our spring back in. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of, just a little bit, oil on these guys. Just a little bit. And your moving parts, contact points, just a little bit. Final wipe down. Function test. Cool. Works just fine. Well, there you go. That's how you fix your sight, how you clean your Glock.